Okay, fine. I'll just tell you one situation. One situation I'll tell you. See, we know we have a limitations for hearing. 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz. We cannot listen something less than 20 hertz, right? We cannot listen something more than 20 kilohertz, right? We cannot see something below 400 nanometer. We cannot see something above 750 nanometer. Same way we have a limitation on our eye also, right? The near side vision for our eye is 25 centimeter. We cannot see anything. We cannot see anything comfortably which is less than into a distance of 25 centimeter. Near sightness is 25 centimeter, right? तो अगर कोई ये वो आप मुझे लगता है आप लोगों से कोई दिमाग आ रहा है 25 सेंटीमीटर से कम भी तो दे सकता हूँ मैं, राइट? आई टोल्ड यू कि कंफर्टेबल विजन अगर आप 25 सेंटीमीटर से नीचे आते हो तो देयर इज अ स्ट्रेन ऑन योर आई, राइट? एंड वी हैव अ रिजोल्यूशन लिमिट. We have a resolution or of human eye. Yesterday I have told you human eye का resolution कितना होता है? Human eye का resolution, human eye resolution is 0.2 mm. You cannot see something less than 0.2 mm. Right. Now, what is the need of microscope in dentistry? I'm going to take a very simple example. The example is, let's say you have a caries. A patient who visited to a doctor is having a carie on the first molar or second molar, right? Now, let's say this is a carie, right? Now the doctor has to cut this carie. Doctor has to cut this carie to fill that space, to do the filling. So doctor will make a marginal cut of this much, right? The affected teeth area is only this much, but the marginal cut is of this much. So patient have lost this much healthy teeth, right? This much of healthy teeth patient have lost. So this loss is coming in whom account? Patient, right? And this is a problem when, so no problem. The patient had a filling for this teeth from that doctor. Now a patient is having some other dental problem and he visited to some other clinic, to some other doctor. The same time he will ask you, the same time the another dentist will ask to a patient that from whom you had a filling, this filling. Right? Why? Why? Because see, it's not compulsory for me what I am seeing from my eye, the another person will also see the same. पेड़ पे चिड़िया दिखने वाली जो स्टोरी है, जरूरी नहीं है अगर मुझे पेड़ पे चिड़िया दिख रही है तो आपको भी दिखे, राइट? तो बट एक तो ये कंडीशन हो गई. दूसरी कंडीशन ये है कि देयर इज नो लिमिटेशन फॉर कैरीज. There is no limitation for caries की वो 0.2 mm से कम की नहीं होगी. अगर वो 0.2 mm से कम की नहीं हुई, for example, let's say the carie size is 0.1 mm. Let's say the carie size is 0.1 mm, right? So doctor will not able to resolve from his eye. Doctor will not able to see that carie. If the carie size is 0.1 mm, doctor will able to see? No. Because the resolving power of human eye is 0.2 mm. This is another drawback. And as per the theory, as per the dental theory, its theory says the better the dentist can see when he or she is doing a treatment, the greater the probability of the treatment being successful. The better the dentist can see, the better he can treat. Right? Now, let's say I am using a lens of zooming capacity of 2.5x. I am using a lens with the capacity of 2.5x. The lens will be same for me and same for him also. the magnification of the lens 2.5x will magnify this object by 2.5 magnification factor, right? For me, and same for him also. Means what I am seeing from the microscope by 2.5x, the same he is seeing from the same microscope by 2.5x. Means the treatment which I will choose being a dentist, the same treatment he will opt. So what will happen? There would be a universality in the treatment, and this is one of the most bigger demand of the medicine sector, that we want a universal treatment procedures and methods, right? We want the filling method which is in India, that it should be same in US also, right? Universal treatment procedure. और universal treatment procedure कब हो सकता है? जबकि मैं जो देख रहा हूँ वही दूसरा डेंटिस्ट भी सेम देख रहा है. That is why माइक्रोस्कोप. और इससे भी ज़्यादा जरूरी क्या है? ये जो हेल्दी टीथ का लॉस है, ठीक है, ये एक चीज मैंने आपको बताई, ठीक है. दूसरी चीज ये भी हो सकती है, while doing the RCT, the doctor using a microscope, doctor can look inside the canal. क्यों? कैनाल के अंदर कहाँ तक पहुँच चुका है वो, how much pulp he have removed from the canal, right? And there is no other way by which doctor can look inside the canal. This is another thing, right? So basically, what is the purpose of microscope? It is accommodating the dentist in the treatment. It's making the dentist comfortable to visualize the site of operation or site of treatment. Clear? So, but the situation is, most of the dentists are not using microscope. You will be able to see that very few number of dentists are using microscope. And if the yes.
आप जो देख रहे हो मैं नहीं देख सकता हूँ. The same problem can happen with the microscope also. The things which you are, and my seeing perception is quite different compared to yours. And
yes, he is right. His question is clear to everyone. He is saying that the perception what he is having, it might be different. For the perception what I am having is different, right? Yes, you are right. But you know, when you are using microscope, when you are using car, okay, you are being trained on certain standards. Okay. For example, it's my choice. If my car is passing from the speed breaker, it's my choice. I will press a brake or not, right? And it's against your choice. You press a brake or not. But what the standard says, press a brake. So if the person is being trained on working on microscope or any other technology, so technology is having certain SOPs, that is standard operating procedures. So if you use that SOPs, right? So SOPs are meant, the clinical SOPs are meant to minimize the perception gap. And once the perception gap will minimize from doctor to doctor, then only the things will become universal. If you have your own perception being a doctor, if I have my own perception being a doctor, then do you think that I will be able to achieve the universal treatment procedure? No. Until the perception gap will not finish, okay, will not able to create a universal treatment procedure. And SOPs, standard operating procedures, are only meant, the job of SOPs, standard operating procedures, the major job of SOPs are to minimize the perception gap. It's not what you perceive, it's not what I perceive. It is what the rule says we have to do that. Right, got my point? But if you are not using technology, then you are free for your perception and I am free for my perception. But if I am using a technology, then I am not free for my perception. I have to follow the technology. If I am sitting into an aircraft, It's not my wish that I don't want to tie a seat belt. It's not my perception. It's a demand of the technology. Yes, you have to tie a seat belt. You have to pull your backrest in a straight condition. It's not your choice. But if you are sitting at your home with your perception, you can sit at any way, the way you are sitting, because you are not using any technology. Right. So basically technology reduces the perception gap so that we can reach to an universal treatment methods. Got clear? Should I proceed? Okay, fine. So these are the needs of the microscope in dentistry. Now we will talk about what are the types of microscope in all together. What are the types of microscope in the industry? Okay, in complete industry we have three type of microscope. One is optical microscope, electron microscope, and scanning probe microscope. There are three classification of microscope: optical, electron, and scanning. Whereas scanning and electron is not my cup of tea. Means it is not used in dentistry. In dentistry we are using optical microscope, and optical microscope can be again divided into two parts, that is simple microscope and compound microscope. Simple microscope nothing but is a microscope which uses a single lens assembly. If a single lens is used in a microscope, it will be called as a simple microscope. If more than one lens will be used in the microscope assembly, then it will become a compound microscope. Right? Clear the difference between simple and microscope, simple and compound? Simple means a single lens assembly, and compound means more than one. And generally more than one means two. Right? Now, then optical microscope can be divided into four further parts, that is bright field, dark field, phase contrast, and fluorescence. Again, the phase contrast and fluorescence is again not used in dental. The question is bright field and dark field. Which one we are using? In dentistry, which one we are using? We are using in dentistry bright field. We are using bright field. So which type of microscope we are using in dentistry? We will go reverse. Bright field, compound, optical microscope. Dental में कौन सा microscope use करते हैं? Just correct it in a reverse way. Bright field, compound, optical microscope. Right? Which microscope is being used into a dental? Bright field. Yes. Okay. Bright field, compound, optical microscope. We are using in dentistry. Clear? Okay. Fine. That I have already explained what is simple microscope, single lens assembly. This is what. And while teaching you lasers, I have told you whenever a light will pass through any optical medium, there will be a bending of light. And at that time I told you that is a phenomenon of magnification. Right? And you can see here. You can see here how the light is bending and how the magnification is taking place. This is your actual object. But when going back, the light bends this much. And because of this bending of light, this object gets magnified into this way. The simple phenomena you have to keep in mind, whenever the light will pass through any optical material, there will be a bending of light, and bending of light will cause an magnification. Right? That I have told you during the lasers. Right? Okay. In compound microscopes, we have two lenses. As you can see there. And in the simple microscope, we have only one lens, but in compound, we have one and two. More than one lenses are being used into compound. Now, lenses are of two types, convex and concave. Okay. So we are using the combination of both. One convex, one concave. Okay. And telescope and microscope both are same. Both are same. The only difference between telescope and microscope is what? The purpose of telescope is
See the far thing.
no, to put the wide field into a
Small.
small field, right? And microscope is to put a small field into a wide field. Don't just change your perception of general human being. Okay, think technically. Generally, yes, obviously, telescope is for far vision and microscope for near vision. No, exactly what we are doing. We are putting in telescope. We are putting a wide field into a small field, and whereas in microscope we are doing small field into wide field. Right? Now there is one video. Let me play it so you are able to understand.
Microscope. Microscope is an optical device which makes an image of a small object to appear very large. When the size of the image is larger than the size of the object, the image is said to be magnified. In other words, the image is said to be magnified when the ratio of the size of the image is larger than the size of the object. The ratio of the size of the image represented as V to the size of the object represented as U is called magnification factor. That is, V divided by U is equal to N. Similarly, if the size of the image is smaller than the size of the object, then the image is said to be diminished. That is, for V divided by U is equal to N. If N is greater than 1, then the image is said to be magnified. If N is lesser than 1, then the image is said to be diminished. Now, let's see convex lens as a magnifier. Write the word physics on a white sheet of paper. Now, take a convex lens and adjust the distance between the word on the paper and the lens suitably so that the letters of the word physics appear big. Hence, a convex lens is also called a simple microscope. Principle and working of a compound microscope. To obtain greater magnification, an optical device called compound microscope is used. A compound microscope is a combination of two convex lenses whose focal lengths are different. The lens with the short focal length f will be facing the object. This lens is called objective. The lens with large focal length capital F is used for viewing the object, and this lens is called eyepiece. The two lenses are so arranged that their optic centers lie in the same line. The objective and the eyepiece are fitted to one end of the two separate tubes. The two tubes are such that one tube fits into the other and slides freely. The distance d between the objective and the eyepiece can be adjusted by sliding the objective, holding the eyepiece fixed. Working principle. When a small object AB is placed beyond the principal.
Okay, this is what I wanted to tell you in this. One major thing you have to know about the magnification factor. ठीक है, जो माइक्रोस्कोप में सबसे मेजर पार्ट होता है मैग्निफिकेशन फैक्टर, like 2.5x, 3.5x, 6.5x, 19.5x. What are they? They are nothing but they are magnification factors. And magnification factor is governed by this formula, that is m is equal to v by u, where the m is your magnification, v is your the size of the image and u is the actual size of the object, right? Let's say the size of the image v is 10 and u is let's say 5, right? Now I'll put into this formula, that is 10 upon 5 is equal to m. The answer is 2, so m is equal to 2x. So if this is a magnified image, right? Now if both are 10, so 10 by 10 gives me 1. M is equal to 1. M is equal to 1 means what? Means no magnification. Means that the lens through which I am looking is a simple glass, right? Now let's say, and this is a situation of microscope. This is a situation of microscope. This is a situation of glass. Now let's say if the actual size of the object is 100 and what I am looking is 10. Okay, so just put it into this. M is equal to, let's say what? 0.1. It's the condition of telescope. Here telescope, microscope and glass. Okay, fine. Now loops, dental loops are also there. In dental loops we have a single step of magnification. In dental loops there are also microscopes, but they don't have multi steps of magnification. They have a single step of magnification. Means if the loop is coming up with the magnification capacity of 2.5x, it means that it will always give me a magnification of 2.5x. It cannot give me a magnification of 3.5x. Means a single step of magnification, right? But in case of microscope we have steps. We can have 2.5x, 3.5x, 6.5x depending upon the manufacturer, how the manufacturers have manufactured the microscope, right? Now let us discuss there are classification of magnification in dentistry. The classification of magnification are into 3 ways: a low field magnification, a mid range magnification and high range magnification. Low range magnification goes up to starts from 2.5x and goes up to 8x. Mid range magnification from 8x to 14x. Mid range goes from 8x to 14x and the high range goes from 14x to 30x. Now here low from 2.5x to 8x, mid from 8x to 14x and high is from 14x to 30x. Here low range magnification, mid range magnification and high range magnification. Now the question is, in dentistry we are using which type of microscope? Low magnification, mid magnification or high magnification? Can anybody answer? Huh? In case of loops we are using low magnification range. In case of loops, in case of microscopes, most of the time we are using mid range. Okay, and sometimes we are using high range. But for your information, most of the dental procedures can be carried up to 15x. We don't require more than 15x. Most of the dental procedures can be done maximum up to 15x, right? So just keep this thing, remember. It's again same like in classification of your handpiece on the basis of speed. It is same like in classification of your handpiece on the basis of speed. Same way our microscope are classified on the basis of their magnification range. Again I am repeating 3 ranges: low, mid and high. Low start from 2.5 to 8, 8 to 14 is mid and 14 to 30 is high. Okay, now the question is, I have told you we are using bright field optical compound microscope, right? Okay, fine. Why we have used the word compound? Because we are using more than one lens in the clear. Microscope is clear. Microscope क्या है? Microscope is something which will magnify the actual size of the object, right? In microscope. So microscope word is clear. Compound is why? Because we are using more than one lens assembly, right? Now the question is optical, right? Optical is why? Because we are using normal what? Optical word is used for what? Optics.
Optic means just for light.
Huh?
Right.
When we are using a combination of lens and light,
Yes.
the word is known as optic, right? Lens and light. Something which will provide a path to light to travel is known as optics, right? Now the question comes, what is bright field? What is bright field? Just try to understand bright field में होता क्या है? Generally, in bright field, actually there are two type of optical microscope: compound microscope, dark field and bright field. By default, the image comes into dark field. Dark field means wherever my microscope will focus. Let's say this is the object, and my microscope is focusing here, right? So if I look at the microscope image, microscope will do what? Magnify this one, right? And this will be like this, right? Now what will happen? This area will become dark. This area will become dark, and this area will become bright. Now, see the situation. The thing which I wanted to see is appearing me dark, and which I don't want it to see is appearing bright. Okay. If I'll keep the situation same, I don't want it to change the situation, then it will be called as dark field microscope.